here because they're not going back to class. So can Madrahim go back and get bags and coats? Teachers go back and get bags and coats? Someone make it happen so we have our stuff. Okay, all right. If third has it, sixth has it, kindergarten has it. First grade is going back. Fourth has it. Okay. Fifth has it. Okay, good. Thanks, guys.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, clap one time. If you can hear the sound of my voice, clap one time. If you can hear the sound of my voice, clap 2 times. If you can hear the sound of my voice, clap 3 times. Excellent. Okay. Wave if you are my kindergartners. Are you here, kindergartners? Kindergartners! Wave! Hello! Okay. Where are my first graders? There, where are my second graders? All right. How about third grade? Excellent. Fourth graders, where are you? There you are, fourth grade. Fifth grade? Yes. And our sixth graders. Sixth graders are still waking up, I think. That's okay. Sixth graders, come on, wave! Yay! All right. Parents. Any parents in the room? Any grandparents? All right, grandparents. How about aunts and uncles? And anybody from the greater congregation, our members, solo, might not have anybody related to them in the sanctuary. Anybody who's just ready to celebrate Purim? Oh, wait. Anybody from our junior choir here? Habonim Children's Choir. Yeah, all right. And for those of you who don't know me, I am Milk. Together with my partner, Honey, together we are the land of milk and honey. Thank you for those who chuckle. That is a reference to Israel. And let the fun begin. When you hear the name of Esther, clap your hands. When you hear the name of Esther, clap your hands. When
we praise our dear Queen Esther, for she saved us from disaster.
When you hear the name of Esther, clap your hands.
When you hear the name of Mordecai, shout hooray.
Hooray!
When you hear the name of Mordecai, shout hooray.
Hooray!
How we love our Mordecai, he's a mentor kind of guy.
When you hear the name of Mordecai, shout hooray. Hooray! I won't.
Hear the name of Vashti, say I won't.
I won't.
She would not dance for the king, it was not at all fitting. When you hear the name of Vashti, say I won't.
I won't. Oy vey!
Ashvaros, but oh my, how he did scare us.
Oy vey!
Hear the name of Haman, shout boo hiss.
Boo hiss! Boo hiss!
The name of Haman, 'cause it's Haman that we're blaming.
Boo hiss!
Hear the name of Shushan, do all five.
Hooray! Whoa! Oy vey!
No. So we're gonna do this together. So what's the first thing we do?
Clap!
Clap. Then
Hooray!
we.
I won't.
Attitude, please.
I won't.
Oy vey.
Oy vey!
Keep them all your eyes so that I roll it. Oy vey.
Oy vey!
Boo hiss.
Boo hiss!
All right, let's try that again. And when you hear the name of Shushan, do all five.
Hooray! I won't. Oy vey! Boo hiss! Hooray! I won't. Oy vey! Boo hiss!
Cousin Shushan once again, Jews are free throughout the land. When you hear the name of Shushan,
Hooray! I won't. Oy vey! Boo hiss! It is said, when you feel most like crying, then rejoice. When Purim comes, we rejoice. We drink our wine and sing our songs. We make our happy noise because we are alive. Because in the long tale of our people, not one Haman has risen to destroy us, but one after another. And we know how true that is today. And yet, because we live, our cup of joy overflows. Am Yisrael Chai, let me hear you. Am Yisrael Chai. Our people, Israel, lives. What is that?
It's the call to worship.
It's the call to worship. Bavakasha lakum, we all stand up. Shema. Let's hear the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Bavakasha Lashevet. In Egypt and in Shushan, our enemies would have seen us perish, yet God, in miraculous and mysterious ways, has redeemed us. We have safely crossed through narrow divides. We have been saved from evil decrees. We rejoice with song and celebrate our freedom. What song do we sing to celebrate our freedom? That's right. What song do we sing to celebrate our freedom? This is speed tefillah. Malcolm. That means we all stand up. Adonai sapatachitahu fi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips and my mouth may declare your praise. Whoops. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'lo avotenu v'imotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Es Haolam Yivkar Ha'achel v'Olah. גמול חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזכיר עשר אבות עמו ומביא גאולה לבניהם למען שמו ביהודה מלך עזר משה מגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת העם. Oh, we need to sing this song, Al Hanisim, for the miracles.
Are we standing for all these? Okay. Al Hanisim.
הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבוהות ועל התשובות ועל מלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבוהות ועל התשובות ועל המלחמות שעשית בימים ההם בזמן הזה. בבקשה לשבת. We may be seated as we take time for silent prayer. So, Purim is a time to be fun and silly and to bring joy to the world. So think what it is you can do today to make another person joyful or happy, and then try to do it. We're going to be silent for, 6 seconds. Oseh Shalom. We can go. And we're going to continue with Oseh Shalom. ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו Amen. We're about to hear the Megillah, and the Habonim Children's Choir has an introduction song for us, which I think the entire religious school knows. When you hear the whole Megillah, you will have a Purim thriller, and you won't have to sit still. When you hear the whole Megillah, do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
It is a story of bravery. It is a story of deception and defeat. It is a story of victory. It happened on the 14th of Adar.
It happened on the 14th of Adar.
I listened to the tale of Vashti and Esther. I listened to the tale of cousin Mordecai. I listened to the tale of Ahasuerus. It happened on the 14th of Adar.
It happened on the 14th of Adar. And you hear the whole Megillah, you will have a Purim thriller, and you won't have to sit still when you hear the whole Megillah.
In the name of him and stamp your feet.
Oh, wait. I didn't hear stomping. Uh-oh. Hear the name of him and stomp your feet. Let me hear some stomp. All right, let's try it. Hear
In the name of him and stomp your feet. Hear the name of him and spin your gloves around. Hear the name of him and blot it out. It happened on the 14th of Adar.
It happened on the 14th of Adar. When you hear the whole Megillah, you will have a Purim thriller, and you won't have to sit still when you hear the whole Megillah.
Each and every one take a stand. Each and every one remember what was done. Each and every one plays a part. It happened on the 14th of Adar.
When it happened on the 14th of Adar. When you hear the whole Megillah, you will have a Purim thriller, and you won't have to sit still when you hear the whole Megillah. And so we say the blessings for reading our Megillah. Please join me if you can see the words from where you are. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavotenu v'imotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. One more. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'achiyanu v'kiyamanu v'hagianu lazman hazeh. And we hear the first part of our Megillah.
Vayehi bimei Ahasuerus, hu Ahasuerus, hamalei mehodu, ve'ad kush sheva, ve'esrim umea medina.
It came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, who reigned from India to Ethiopia, that the king made a feast for all all his princes and officers, and he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom for 180 days. That's a long party. But his queen, Vashti, refused to come to this feast, and so he decreed that her royal estate be given to another who is better than she. And in Shushan, the capital, lived a certain Jew by the name of Mordecai, who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captives by Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. He raised Esther, his uncle's daughter, that makes him his cousin, for she had neither father nor mother. Esther was a beautiful and very intelligent young woman. When the king's edict was proclaimed, and many maidens were gathered together in Shushan, the capital, Esther too was taken to the king's palace. When Esther's turn came to go to the king, she found favor in the eyes of all who saw her. The king loved Esther above all the women, and setting the royal crown on her head, he made her queen instead of Vashti. As Mordecai had instructed her, Esther had still not revealed that she was a Jew, for she continued to obey him. After these events, King Ahasuerus promoted Haman by God, placing him above all the princes. All of the king's courtiers at the palace gate were kneeling and bowing before him as the king had commanded. Only Mordecai would neither kneel nor bow. When Haman saw that Mordecai would neither kneel nor bow before him, he was filled with fury. Let me see your fury faces. But he found it detestable to punish Mordecai alone, for they had informed him that Mordecai was a Jew. Thus he sought to destroy all the Jews throughout the entire kingdom of Ahasuerus. Haman said to King Ahasuerus, "There is one people scattered and distinctive among the nations and all the provinces of your empire." And here we're going to hear a little bit of more of the Megillah in Hebrew.
Vayasar Hamelech et Tabato me'al yado Vayatina leHaman ben Hamidata Ha'agagit Sorer HaYehudim Vayomer Hamelech leHaman V'ha'am la'asot bo katov beinecha.
Their laws differ from every other people, and they do not obey the king's laws. If it seems right, let the king decree that they be destroyed. And the king said, "Let it be done." When Mordecai learned all that had happened, he tore his clothes and he put on sackcloth and ashes and walked out into the city, wailing loudly and bitterly. In every province there was great mourning by the Jews, fasting, weeping, and lamenting. When Esther's maids and attendants came and told her, the queen became very agitated. Esther then spoke to Hattach, one of the king's attendants, and instructed him to carry this message to Mordecai. All the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces know that for any man or woman who comes to the king in the inner court without an invitation, there is only one law: death. Unless the king extends his golden scepter, only then may that person live. So Mordecai instructed that his answer be brought to Esther. Do not imagine that being in the king's palace, you alone of all the Jews will escape. Who knows whether it was not for a time like this that you have attained royal status. It's my favorite line of the Megillah, by the way. Esther then commanded that this answer be brought back to Mordecai. I will go to the king, though it is against the law, and if I perish, I perish. And here we're going to hear some more words of the Megillah.
Vayhi bayom hashalishi vatibash Esther malechut v'ta'amod ba'atzar beit hamelech hafnimit noha beit hamelech v'hamelech yoshev al kisei malchuto Biveit hamalchut noha petach habayit Vayhi kirot hamelech et Esther hamalka omedet ba'atzar nasachein be'einav Vayoshet hamelech le'Esther et sharvit hazachav esher be'edo Atikar Esther Atigash Barus Berosh Harvit.
On the third day, Esther put on her royal crown, her royal robes, and stood in the inner courtyard of the king's palace while the king was sitting on his throne. When the king saw Queen Esther standing in the courtyard, she won his favor and he stretched out the golden scepter to her. Esther then approached and touched the tip of the scepter. Then the king said to her, "What is troubling you, Queen Esther, and what is your petition? Bid half the kingdom, it will be granted to you." If it please the king, let the king and Haman come today for a feast which I have prepared for them. Bring Haman quickly to fulfill Esther's wish, said the king. Together with his advisor came to the banquet which Esther had prepared. The king then said to Esther, "Now what is your request? It will be granted to you." If I have found favor in the king's eyes, let the king and his advisor come to the feast which I shall prepare for them tomorrow. I see we're handing out groggers. Haman! Okay, but here's the thing with the groggers. When you're not saying the bad guy's name, you have to stop. Okay? So I suggest maybe put it on your lap or the seat next to you in between. Okay? So that guy left that day joyful and in high spirits. When he came home and summoned his wife Zeresh and friends, he gave them an account of how the king had promoted him. Tomorrow, too, we dine together, but all this is worth nothing every time I see Mordecai the Jew sitting in the king's gate. His wife Zeresh and friends said to him, "Let a gallows be built 50 cubits high, and in the morning tell the king, so that they may hang Mordecai on it. Then you can go with the king to the banquet in a happy frame of mind." That night, the king couldn't sleep. He ordered that the written chronicle of public events be brought and read to him. It was found recorded that Mordecai had given information about 2 of the king's attendants who had plotted to assassinate King Ahasuerus. The king's servants who were waiting upon the king said, "Nothing has been done for Mordecai." The king said, "Have Haman Haman. When he had entered, the king said to him, "What should be done for a man whom the king wishes to honor?" Now, Haman said to himself, "Whom will the king wish to honor more than me?" So he said to the king, "For one whom the king wishes to honor, let them bring a royal robe which the king himself has worn, and a horse the king himself has ridden. Let the robe and horse be handed over to one of the king's most honored officials, so that he may dress the man whom the king wishes to honor, and let him mount it on the horse throughout the city square." And the king replied, "Quick, take the robes and the horse and do exactly this for Mordecai the Jew." So Haman Okay, when I put my hand up, you watch the hand. That means the grogger stops so we can all hear the rest of the story. Led Mordecai through the city square, proclaiming before him, "This is being done for a man whom the king wishes to honor." I don't think he was happy about doing that. So the king and his advisor came to the second feast with Queen Esther. The king again said to Esther, "What is your request, Queen Esther? It will be granted you." "May my life be given me as my request, and my people's life as my request." "For we have been sold, I and my people, for destruction, for murder and annihilation. Who is he and who is he who has dared to do what?" asked the king. "A vicious enemy, this wicked Haman!" The king rose in his wrath and said, "Hang him on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai." So they hanged Haman. On the gallows he had built. And Mordecai went forth from the presence of the king in royal apparel of blue and white. Just saying. And a great crown of gold. Oh, this is not crown of gold. And another robe of fine linen and purple, and the city of Shushan shouted and was glad. The Jews had light and gladness and joy and honor. And now you heard this section of the Megillah, so I'm going to ask that you put your goggles down and don't touch them.
And in honor of brevity, we're going to just do the last verse. Hayamim asher no bahem hayudim me'oyehatehem ve'hachodesh asher nepach lahem mi'agon lesimcha u'me'ever le'yom tov לעשות אותם ימי משתה לשמחה ומשלוח מנות איש לרעהו ומתנות
La'evyonim. Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters to all the Jews that were in all the provinces of the king of Ahasuerus, both near and far, to tell them that they should keep the 14th and 15th day of the month of Adar every year, the days when the Jews had rest from their enemies, and the month which was turned sadness to happiness, and from mourning into a good day, the that they should make them days of feasting and gladness, and send each other mishloach manot, commercial, pick yours up in the lobby, and gifts to the poor, so that these days of Purim should be remembered and kept for all generations. Yay! And we have a few announcements. Is Karen Fetterman Elner here? Karen Fetterman Elner is going to give us some directions as to how we are going to move our way. Okay, so somebody's going to go get Karen. We're going to have the Habonim youth choir sing. Okay, so first thing you need to do is take your grabber, hold it in your right hand, twirl it, hold it in your left hand, and twirl it. Okay. Put it on your head. Okay. Put it on your nose. Okay. Hold it with both hands above your head like this. Okay. Bend over and put it on the ground at our feet. Hands up. Grabber free. All right. Let's hear from Habonim.
Everybody ready for a closing song? Repeat after me. Super turkey. Super turkey.
Ultra rotten. Extra large. Atrocious. Turkey extra large, atrocious. Next to him a piece of soggy piece of pizza atrocious. If you call him knucklehead, he always gets ferocious. Super jerky, ultra rotten, extra large, atrocious.
The king has ordered us to bow when Haman passes by. We have to follow orders, but we really
hate this guy.
So when we bow, we say a word that everybody knows. The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes.
Super jerky, ultra rotten, extra large, atrocious. Next to him a piece of soggy pieces is atrocious. If you call him knucklehead, he always gets ferocious. Super jerky, ultra rotten, extra large, atrocious.
Never say that word when looking into Haman's face. You've got to look at something else as if you know your place. I like to look at things that look much nicer than that man. Like dirty water floating in a rusty garbage can.
Ultra rotten, extra large, atrocious. Next to him a piece of pizza is precocious. If you call him knucklehead, he always gets ferocious. Super tricky and rotten, extra large, atrocious. Woo! Okay, so we're going to do this costume parade in such a way, but I want to know, is there anybody here from Yak who can share with me exactly any kind of... Oh, there you go. Okay, we'll have, if you could give the announcements how we're going, and then we're going to have the parade out into the, yes. Does that not work? Oh, the parade needs to stay out here. Okay, that's part of the announcements I didn't get. Okay, so if you have a costume that you're wearing, Bavakasha lakum. Bavakasha lakum. Please, you may stand up if you're wearing a costume. And we're going to all stay in the sanctuary. Shayna, would you move those books out of the way, please? The books that are right there. Okay. And what we're going to do is come down, if you are sitting in this section over here, you're going to come down the side aisle. So if you're sitting in this section, come to the side aisle here. If you're sitting in this section, come to the middle. Is that okay? Middle aisle. Just push some of these things. And we're going to have the middle aisle for me, and then Chavi. We're going to do the final leader. We're going to go counterclockwise around the sanctuary. Here we go. Can we have maybe we can have some percussion or some music for the costume? Okay. All right, follow me. Chavi. Where's Chavi? Abby, can you just have after this way, excuse me. Dan, this way, following me. Dan, this way. And then everybody's going to come, and then we're going to go around. Are you ready? Counterclockwise. Okay, wait a second. Okay, Abby, after this line comes, then this line starts. Okay, you can go with this line. Got it? After this line? Okay. All right, and my mic on, please. Okay, follow me. Here we go. All those in costume. Follow the leader. Here we go. Anyone in Habonim choir, please make your way back to the bima. Habonim choir, back to the bima. Anyone in Habonim choir, please come back to the bima. If you're not in costume, go back to your seats. Okay. And then I can have them go back to their seats. Okay, good. Okay, you can go back to your seats now. Thanks for participating in the parade. You can go back to your... Grace Waters to the bima. Grace Waters. Smile. Thank you for being in the parade. Thanks for being in the parade. Nice to see you. Back to your seats. Nice job for being in the parade. High five. High five. Back to your seats. Nice costumes. Oh, look, we got twins here. Nice job. Your elbow. Back to your seats for here a couple minutes. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay. Is ready for us, but we have to follow directions. So I need everyone to sit back down. Everyone sit back down. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Super Beagle. You're going to watch the door and make sure no unattended kids are walking out. Yes, Super Beagle? I trust you. Okay. The first group of people are people who are parents are here, kids are here, you're not staying for the carnival. Those people are going to walk out the middle aisle. Parents are here, kids are here, you're not staying for the carnival. Is that anyone in this room? I don't see your parents, so I don't think that is you. I'm saying your parents are visible to you right now, and they're not in this room. Okay, so if that's not you, then sit back down. Okay, next group of people. Next group of people is people who prepaid for wristbands to the Purim carnival. Those people are going to get up, take their children. You're going to walk down the aisle to where taller the purple M&M is. You're going to walk down the aisle and loop around and get your wristband to Tara's dad, who is waving to you. That's our next group of people to move. Your prepaid wristbands, and you have a parent here. Okay. The next group of people who is going to move are people whose parents are here in the room, but you did not prepay, you're paying right now. You are going to go down the aisle where a girl whose junior is holding her hand. And once that's done, that should leave me with children who are unattended, who are in the sanctuary and are going to stay here for the moment while we figure out what you're doing. If you don't fall into any of those categories, you should be a child sitting on the rows. Okay, parents who are coming in to take your kids to the carnival. Go to the aisle over here and buy your tickets to the carnival. This is the room to buy tickets to the carnival. If you're a parent and you're collecting your child and not going to the carnival, please go right back out the main doors behind us. If you're not staying for the carnival, go right back out those doors. I know, I realize that. That's why I'm up here. Okay. If you are not, if you are going to the carnival and you do have a family member with you, you should be over here. If you are not going to the carnival, or you are going to the carnival and you don't have a parent with you, you should still be here. You should still be in this main sanctuary area. I need to see him. Actually, he's coming in. Where's Fern? I see you. Very good. I see him. Okay, Chip, I see your name. Where are you? Chip? She's in the back. Sorry, okay. The people who prepared are probably done. Right, Jordan? Okay, if you're prepared, you should be on the outside. You should see Jordan, Mr. Westerman, who's waving his hand, and you can go right in. If you are going to the carnival but you need to buy, you should be in this lane right here. If you are taking your kid in river, please go back out the main entrance of the sanctuary and go from there. And I think, Sophia, would you gather up people who appear to not be in any of those categories and bring them somewhere, and we'll figure it out from there. So just Jacob is a throw. All right. them. What's
your situation, Grace? Grace, what's your story? Okay, so first two. What about Daniela? She thinks her mom is out there?
Do you have an Allen knife?
You know, I think I saw one in the back seat over there,
The back seat.
in the back row, or next to back row.
Is it a set or is it just one?
Just one.
The back row.
that's there for that part.